Guys, welcome back to Mornings with Granny. And yes, it's been a couple of weeks since I was on. We had 5 deaths that affected our family in some form. And they were from Wednesday week ago till Monday night of last week. Had 2 of my daughter's friends lost their dads. My aunt, the one that quilts, lost her son. My brother lost his brother-in-law, and my sister's daughter-in-law lost her mom. So it was just bam, bam, bam right down the line. But anyway, that's why I wasn't on for a couple of weeks. But I'm back now. I had a birthday Saturday. I turned 67, and I spent it dry canning because my daughter and I couldn't go anywhere Saturday. We already had things planned, so we're going to go next Saturday. She's going to take me to the book lady because she knows I like to go look around. But I did get some dry canning done. I dry canned, about 40 jars. And I got 10 pounds of sugar to do, 5 pounds of cornmeal, and 10 pounds of flour to do. And about 5 pounds of beans, dry beans that I'm going to do. And then she's bringing over about 20 pounds, so I've got to wash up a lot more jars. But anyway, some of you had asked me how this works. Now, you can put oxygen absorbers in these jars if you want to. You can order them off Amazon. They recommend 200 cc's per quart. So if you want to put them in, that's fine. You use these attachments that go to the food saver. This is for the largemouth jars, and this works great. Food Saver did an excellent job on this one. But if anybody from Food Saver is watching, you did a lousy job on the regular size, and I'm not the only one that has said that. You cannot get this to work unless you put another lid inside of here, because if you try doing it without the lid, it yanks the rubber seal out, and then it pulls the lid back off of your jar. So you have to put another lid in. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. Sometimes this other lid will stick to this lid, and then you got to pry them apart. So Food Saver, if you are listening, improve this thing. But anyway, I'm going to show you how to do. I got a jar here that needs to be sealed, so we're going to try to get it done here. Let's see here. Let's see if I can get you where you can see. I've got a mess, so you just have to overlook it because I am working. I've got ink on my hand too. Alright, let's see. Alright, this is going to be noisy for a minute. Make sure everything's dry and clean, like I said. You're going to put this down straight over. You're going to hold the button down till the green light comes on right here. And that means the air is sucked out. So let's give it a try. If it's having trouble, you'll hear the sound change. But if you're having trouble and you don't hear that sound change, and push down on this part here where it goes in, or right here, and sometimes that'll help. Otherwise, it's probably your lid. There you go, just that quick. Now let's see if we can get it off of here very carefully. There you go. It's sealed. And they say, now I'm not sure, but they say that it will last 15, 20 years like this. I don't know. I plan on eating them before that. But these were some that I had, and I just hadn't sealed them, so I thought I would seal them and show you how to do it today. Here's some rice that I sealed. Some grits. And I had an abundance of tea bags, so I just sealed them up, keep them from getting so old. But anyway, that's that. You can do, let's get you back up here. You can do oven canning. If you want to do oven canning, you can use the machine. There are several ways to do these things. Just look it up on the internet. Just type it in, search on YouTube or Google, wherever. You can find plenty of places. All right, let's look at some mail that I received. I received this from, let's see, Tracy in Ohio. She sent a sympathy card and a birthday card. Thank you. And then I got a card, 2 cards from Carol in Pennsylvania. I think that's Carol's, a sympathy card. And this one says, prayers going out to you and your family. Thank you. And then a birthday card from Rosie in Missouri. A birthday card from Karen in Maryland. A birthday card from Emma in South Carolina. Thank you. And then this one is from Glenda in Tennessee. Thank you, Glenda. I think she made this. It looks like it's homemade. And she sent a bookmark too. I think she made it. And then this is from my friend in Texas. She said, I'm sorry your birthday card's a little late. She said, but I was snowed in. I couldn't get to the mailbox. They did have a mess there, didn't they? I think they're still trying to get on their feet. This is from Leslie, the mother of Parsnips Parsimony, and they all signed it. Thank you. They are in New York, and if you haven't watched her channel, go check it out. This is a birthday card from Barbara in North Carolina. And then my sister sent me a prayer journal. Let's see the inside of it. Thank you, sis. My sister actually lives in Tennessee, where you live at, Glenda. All right, guys, let's talk about being prepared. Now, we prepare, we buy extra groceries, we plant a garden, we make sure we got extra toilet paper and so forth, water. We got extra cash on hand or whatever. But the most important thing is to prepare your soul. You know, we're all going to die. And you're going to live forever. But it's your choice of where you're going to live forever. You have heaven, you have hell. What's your choice? I remember hearing a preacher say that on TV one day and got me to really thinking, yeah, we are going to live forever. You want to live in torment or do you want to live in paradise? You know, John 3:16 says, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. And there's a couple of verses here I would like to read to you. One is Romans 14:11 and 12. It says, for it is written, as I live, saith the Lord, every knee shall bow to me, and every tongue shall confess to God. So then every one of us shall give account of himself to God. And then also in Revelation, it says, let's see which verse this is. I got it written down. It's Revelation 3, and it's verse 20 through 21. It says, behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come in to him, and will sup with him, and he with me. To him that overcometh will I grant to sit with me in my throne, even as I also overcame and am set down with my Father in his throne. So it's something you need to think about. You know, for Christmas, I wasn't doing videos because I was just emotionally depressed. But what you didn't know is I had been working for months on making my children a history book. Now, going back and finding the history of my family was fascinating. I actually traced it all the way back to Adam and Eve, through Noah, through Abraham, King David, and it was very interesting. And I found out that one of my grandfathers, Sir Paul Tracy and Richard Tracy, one of them worked with King James that had the Bible written, and then one of them worked with Martin Luther. In fact, my grandfather that worked with Martin Luther, when he died, they buried him, and then they decided he was a heretic, and they dug his body up. I'll get it straight in a minute. Dug his body up and burnt him at the stake as a heretic because he worked with Martin Luther. But it was interesting. But no matter who you are or where you come from, you're still going to have to answer to God one day. So please, when you're doing these preps, don't forget to prep the most important thing, your soul. All right, guys. I hope you'll give this a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And I want to give a shout out before I go. And I'm going to put the link in the description box. But I want you to check out Luann over at Seasons Change. I think you'll like her. She's doing a pantry challenge right now. So go over and check her out and tell her I sent you. You guys have a good day. And I'll see you next time.